large Chola ships that set off from Nagapattinam harbour must have tossed balls of ash into the sea to gauge the current from the trails of grey. Other historians believe that the sailors followed the olive ridley turtle's trail. But we don't have naval historical records of Cholas. However, as is well known, Chola ships frequently sailed to the east where they engaged in lucrative trade with nations as far away as China, Indonesia and Srivijaya. Rajendra was a great warrior and supported trade. In numerous eastern ports and kingdoms, like Asgada then Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia, he established outposts to manage the Cholas trade. He also had a trading envoy in the Chinese court. He also employed his navy to carry out his orders. According to historians, the ships lacked catapults or slings to launch heavy stones and other projectiles at the enemy. However, the ships, which were mostly transporting merchandise, were large enough to accommodate elephants, horses, and troops. Rajendra had access to a number of ports, shipyards, and sailors following his conquest of the east coast of the subcontinent from Sri Lanka to Bengal. That's why Rajendra was able to guarantee the Cholas had access to the sea passages all the way to China. The Srivijaya kingdom, which wished to control passage through the Straits of Malacca, provoked Rajendra to go to war with it. Frustrated by what he considered as interference in his valuable commerce with China, Rajendra launched an attack on the Srivijaya kingdom in the year 1025 AD. He returned home with untold wealth and the prized war elephant of the Srivijayans. In order to transport products inland by boat, they would have also used the river Kadua, which empties into the sea there. In his writings, Upper describes Nagapattinam as having numerous enormous Winkum ships and defended walls. 20 different types of vessels were constructed from oil nut trees, chalkboard trees, teak, wild jackfruit trees, Malabar kino neem, jamun, Pacific rosewood, and moha. In 30 days, the Cholas travelled 2,300 kilometers from Nagapattinam to Malaysia. The knowledge of building ships was passed down through the generations. Now wooden ships or boats are less common as fishermen switched to fiber-bodied trawlers and motorboats. Hardly anybody is skilled in the construction of giant wooden sailing ships. The Cholas were skilled at building their ships for journeys. In addition to veggies and fryams, they stocked a variety of food items, including rice flakes, lentils, dried fish, and fish oil. They knew about islands along their journeys with fresh water and carried drinking water in barrels. Additionally, Chola sailors had long mastered the art of transporting land-based birds on their journeys. These birds periodically to determine their position. When a released bird returns to the ship, it indicates that they are far from land. The naval supremacy of Cholas attained its zenith during the reign of Rajendra Chola, who ascended the throne in 1012 AD. During his reign, the entire Sri Lanka was brought under Chola rule and the Srivijaya kingdom in the Malay archipelago was subjugated.